Welcome back, everybody. We are once again returning to the short, spooky stories. A quick bit of housekeeping. Clandestine Cuisines episode 4 is officially up with a little clip of some of the foods you can see me review. We will also be having short, scary stories the remainder of this week, or should I say the remainder of this month, and it will all come to a head on Thanksgiving. Geez, on Halloween Day, where I have a very special episode planned for you guys. But that's enough of that. Let's get into these scary stories. Reminder, uh, I don't know what I'm about to read. Like, I know the title. I don't know what I'm about to get into. This is fresh for both of us, so we get to experience this together. Today's story is called "I Thought Hiding in My Basement Would Keep Me Safe." For as long as I've been alive, this town and all the people in it have been nothing but ordinary. I was no exception. Ordinary grades, looks, family. When I graduated from college, I came back and bought an ordinary house. I was the most average person I knew. That's why I don't understand how I got mixed up in this to begin with. It started a year ago. People began disappearing from our town, 2 every month, always on the 4th. No signs of struggle, no traces left behind. It was like the world just erased them. After the 3rd month, everyone started sleeping with the lights on, doors locked, windows nailed shut. The police patrolled the streets at night, but it never made a difference. Whoever or whatever was doing it didn't stop. Pardon me. I was terrified. Every small sound, every creak sent me straight to the basement, where I hid every night someone disappeared. I told myself it wouldn't happen to me. I wasn't important enough. But fear doesn't care about logic. I became paranoid, bad dreams every single night. I think about all the missing people, see the pictures on their missing persons reports every time I close my eyes. I could even imagine what their faces looked like when they did, twisted into agony and pain, haunting me. I got into the habit of checking my locks, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times. The only door I ever left open was the one to the basement, just in case I had to hide in the bunker below. The 4th was coming again, May 4th, my birthday, the 13th month. I told myself that was just a coincidence, but the thought stayed, chewing quietly at the edges of my mind. That night, the power went out just before midnight. It was so dark I could hear my own pulse in my ears. Then I heard footsteps above me, soft, deliberate. I didn't wait. I ran for the basement, locked the door, sat against it, flashlight clutched tight. I stayed down there for hours. The sound stopped eventually, or maybe I just stopped hearing it. When I woke up, daylight was seeping through the little window near the ceiling. It was over. I'd made it through another night. I almost laughed. I was shaking, but alive. Then I noticed the smell. It was faint at first, sweet, like iron and damp wood. I told myself it was the pipes, or the mold, or maybe something old rotting behind the walls. But when I stood up, my foot slipped in something wet. There was a dark stain on the floor, not large, but thick and dried at the edges. And there in the corner was the old storage room. The door was open. I thought maybe something had fallen over in the night. I took a step closer, but my flashlight flickered and died before I could see inside. The smell was stronger there. I told myself to leave it alone, to go upstairs, call someone, breathe fresh air. But when I turned, the basement door was wide open. I was sure I'd locked it. I didn't remember unlocking it. I climbed the stairs slowly, heart pounding, the boards groaning under my weight. The house was silent, still. Then I saw it, the trail, a faint line of red smudges leading from the kitchen toward the basement door. My stomach turned. It wasn't fresh. It had dried, darkened, as if it had been there for days. I don't remember seeing it last night, or the night before, or any of the nights before that. The air in the house felt different, stale, heavy. I thought I heard something, a voice maybe, or a whisper, but it was only the wind pushing through the cracks. I stood there for a long time, staring at the stains, my mind trying to fit the pieces together. Every fourth, two people missing. I started to remember flashes, mud under my nails, cold air on my skin, faces I couldn't place, screaming, distant and muffled, like a dream I'd already forgotten. When I finally looked down at myself, my sleeves were stiff with something dark that had dried there. I looked around, my hands shaking and my stomach twisted into a knot. There were clothes in my laundry hamper, stained with dark, dried brown. They were piled. I couldn't even remember the last time I did laundry. I could find traces of it everywhere in my apartment. The smell was stronger now, so familiar I could almost taste it. I backed toward the basement, numb, unsteady. The air down there was cooler, quieter, easier to breathe. And then I understood. The basement wasn't where I hid. It was where I woke up after. Hey, Loki? I like that. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good scary story. I like that a lot. That was a good twist at the end. Yeah, when you think you are hiding from the danger, but you pull a Heisenberg because you are the danger. See you tomorrow. Peace.